My name is Victoria Johnson. I am 28 years old. I am in Seattle, Washington. I know Nadine. I believe we met in 2020. I met Nadine in a Black caregiver support group.
I'm Nadine Pierre. I'm 54 years old. Holy cow. I'm a clinical manager based out of Everett, Washington. I've been with Providence now 5 years.
So tell me about your role.
As a clinical manager, I'm in charge of a team that covers the north part of Snohomish County. I have 20-something caregivers that I work with, and I like to say that I serve. We kind of work with a lot of different types of patients.
You said you serve. That's an interesting way to look at your role. What does it mean to be a manager in a position where your approach is to serve as opposed to do what most manage books say, simply manage the people?
Right. Being in the workforce for so long, you meet those managers that you're like, whew, I don't want to be like that if I ever go there. It probably took like 20 some years before I said yes to management. And that was a big reason why. I knew what I didn't want to be like, and I was trying to figure out how to be a good leader in that role. And at the same time, it was also for me about how do I make sure that the folks who are my direct reports, how do I make sure that they feel supported, like no matter what's going on? And as I looked at service, that's what it's about for me. One of the things that I said to them in the beginning too was that I have to hold you accountable to do your job, and I want you to hold me accountable to do my job as well, because it has to go both ways. We're a team, we're working together to serve all of these patients and to do what's right for them and to really be advocates for them and the services that they need. So it's about service for me.
I don't know if I've ever been in a situation where I've had a manager say, hold me accountable. I stated my age, I'm 28, I'm a little bit younger than you. I feel like our perception of when we come into the workforce is our manager is always right. We're not allowed to argue. You want to keep your head down and just kind of get your work done, especially as a woman of color, right?
Right.
So it's interesting to hear you say that you created a dialogue almost and created almost a two-way street. Help me, help you. Hold me accountable just like I have to hold you accountable.
You know, it was hard coming out of patient care as well. I love patient care. So when I looked at taking on this role, I really had to look at, okay, how can I bring what I love to do around patient care and being advocates for them? How can I bring that to this role? And so that is also where the service piece came in, and really looking at working together as a team, communicating, doing what is necessary. One of the other reasons I said yes to this role with Providence is because of the mission. So when I look at the mission and the values, you don't ordinarily see a mission and values like that. And so when we're looking at doing so much for the community, doing so much for the patients, we should be doing just as much and more for the caregivers who are taking care of the patients. If we're not taking care of them, then how do we really expect them to take great care of the patients?